Alright, so here's how you can start a successful business today in less than 10 minutes for $0. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to figure out your service. Okay, so if you do Facebook ads, if you do short form content, if you do lead gen, I don't care what you do, pick one, stick to it. Okay, so you need to learn a service, which is also a skill. Okay, the next thing you do is you need to find a niche. I have a whole video on niche and all these other subtopics, but essentially to the best way that you can pick a niche is sit down in your room, look around, and go, what is near me that I like that I resonate with. So if I look around at my desk, the first thing that I notice is my camera. So if I were to start today and pick a new niche, I would probably help videographers or wedding photographers. And why? It's because I resonate with them, I understand them, I know about them. Okay, you want to go with a niche that you resonate with, okay, that you know something about. And the reason why is because of number 3, prospects. The reason why is because you want to speak the lingo as your prospects. You want to become your prospect. You essentially want to be one of your prospects. And what I mean by that is you want to, because you want to build up that familiarity, and you want to build up that sort of relationship and that common ground of where you guys you understand each other, right? So like an example of this, right, is if you are a realtor and then you end up selling to realtors, you know the lingo, you know the problems, you know the objections, you understand how realtors think and how they work, right? So if you are a realtor, it's going to be a lot easier to sell to realtors. Okay, so that's why I mentioned you want to pick a niche of something that you know. So don't just pick HVAC because you heard that some guy made $1 million off it, because guess what? There's a guy who makes $1 million off of concrete. There's a guy who makes $1 million off of pencils. There's a guy who makes $1 million off of garbage bags. Okay, there's a guy who makes $1 million off of waste removal. Okay, so you can be a millionaire from any single niche. It does not matter. There's money to be extracted everywhere. Okay, so you might as well pick the one that you resonate with the most, because it's going to be a lot easier to actually communicate with your prospects. So that's number 3, is finding your prospects. Number 4 is lead gen. Okay, you got to find a way to get leads, and whether you do paid ads or hire an appointment setting agency or send cold DMs, it'll all work. But the best way you can do this, and like I said, for free, is sending cold DMs. And here is why, and here's the process that you should use. Okay, just beforehand, you can do cold email, you can do cold call, you can do cold knocking, whatever the case is. Cold DM is going to be the best. However, if you are completely starting out, one of the easiest ways to actually get your first client or just a free trial client is to go to all your local businesses in town, go in there and say, hey, is the owner here? Is so-and-so here? Chat with them, share your story. Hey, I'm a so-and-so, a young entrepreneur trying to start a business. I was wondering if I could work for you to do X for free. Okay? And I guarantee you, if you do that to all the local businesses here, you will guaranteed get at least one free trial client, if not a paying client. So that's the easiest way to start, to go locally. Okay, then you can start to go outward. Okay, and if you want to start outward in the first place, that's totally fine. Go on Instagram. I have a full video on how to set up your profile, how to send DMs, yada yada yada. The best way to do it, okay, is to find your prospects. And you do that by just searching their name and finding all the big players in your niche. Okay, and then using the suggested method to find all the rest. Okay, find a big player in your niche. Like 3 posts. Put in a genuine comment on their most recent picture. So not a, hey, I sent you a DM, like something relatable to the photo. So if they post a photo about hockey, oh, hey man, this is awesome, I actually used to play hockey and my favorite team was X. Okay, then send them a DM. And with the DM, the message you want to send is you want to send any message that's going to get a response. So maybe you ask them a question about their business. Maybe you ask them a question about themselves, about their personal life. Maybe you just ask them a question like, if they're a realtor, do you work with buyers or sellers? Whatever the case is, okay? Ask them a question to get a response. Then, what do you do after that? Well, what you do is you call them. Okay, if you get a response, you call them. Okay, you call them. Why is my Discord going off? Okay, you call them right away, instantly, ring them up. The reason you want to do this is because people like to talk with people, not with fucking robots. And as of right now, if you're just texting over a screen, you come across as a robot. So call them and try and set a call. Okay, so I want to set a call, and just so you guys know, the reason we're sending a call is so we can get closer to the sale. The call isn't the end goal. The prospect should understand that the call is just a means of communicating information easier. Okay, so we want to position the call as a super quick chat to share some more information. This is the best tip for appointment setting. Okay, the easiest way to set an appointment is to essentially like come across as like, hey, you know, I've got 10 minutes here. Do you want to just have a quick 10-minute chat before I go to the gym on Friday? And then that way, okay, you don't even have to go to the gym. But the point is, you want to make it seem like it's gonna be a quick chat. Make it a quick chat, and if they want it to go longer, it can. Okay, but that's the easiest way to do it. right? Like let's say you're on, let's say you can't call them. Okay, if you cannot call them, send them a video message. And in the video message, you can say something along the lines of, share a bit of your story. Hey, I'm a so-and-so entrepreneur. I started a business that I can provide for my family, and currently I'm helping niche with their lead gen so they can get consistent buyers, whatever your offer is. I'd love to share a bit more of this information for you and see if I could, work for free for you to help you out. Would it be cool if we had a quick chat, maybe tomorrow for like 10 minutes at like 4 before I go to the gym? Okay, if you position that way, you'll book so many calls. Okay, then sales call. Okay, this is actually where the sale takes place. Like I said, first we want to offer free trials, and we want to do this to build trust. And the easiest way to build trust on a sales call and to build rapport is just to be authentic, be you, share your story, right? Like get to know the prospect, get them to know you, and pretend as if you're on a date with a girl and you're just trying to like get to know each other. Okay? Like don't think of a sales call as some crazy like holy fuck we're on a sales call. Think of it as, hey, I'm just meeting someone and I'm just sharing a bit of my story, and then maybe at the end you help them out. Cool. Last thing is service delivery. Do not worry about service delivery until you have a client. Okay, for all of you out there watching this, I get DMs every single day, hundreds of DMs, not every day, but like so many DMs every day, and half of them say, Stefan, how I do this, Stefan, how I do this, blah, 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 all about service delivery. And I say, do you have a client? They say no. I'm like, well, why are you worrying about this? Okay, it's like the analogy that Alex always says, when you're driving at night, or if you're walking up the stairs at night, if you're driving at night, you're looking what's right in front of you. You aren't looking at your destination. You're not trying to look. Like, let's say you're driving from your house to your friend's house, and let's say they're here and you're here. You're not trying to look for your friend's house. You're looking at what's ahead of you to make sure you don't hit a deer along the way. Okay? And slowly but surely you get closer and closer and closer until you can see your friend's house, and then you pull in. Okay? But the whole time there, you weren't looking for it. You're just looking for what's in front of you. Right? So it's the same in business. We need to just look what's right in front of us. And if you don't have a client, it's getting a client. So it's sending DMs, calling people, and taking sales calls. Okay? And then worry about service delivery. Okay? And I promise you, service delivery is not as bad as it seems once you get to it. But to wrap this all up, to get a first client easily, go locally, talk to every single business owner, and ask if you can work for them for free to do whatever your service is. You need to obviously have a service and a skill first, and then you can do this. And I promise you, it's the easiest way to get a first client. And the reason why we're doing this, okay, just to brief you guys all, the reason why we are even getting a free trial client in the first place is so we can create a case study and get a testimonial, so that then later we can text other people and say, hey, listen, I did X for Y and we got Z. Okay, so hey, I helped John, this realtor, get 5 new buyers a month with just using this system. Would it be cool if I showed it with you and see if maybe you could use it as well? Right, that's a lot more powerful than, hey, could I help you get more buyers? Right, so that's the reason why we're doing the case study. We're getting the testimonial. So with that being said, that is how you can start your agency today for $0 down in less than 10 minutes. Like seriously, it does not take long. The longest part of all this will be obviously sending your DMs to get leads, to take sales calls, and maybe finding your service, right? So if you're stuck on what service, some of the options are, all right, if we're doing a service-based business, you could run ads, you could do lead gen, you could do short-form content, you could do long-form content, you could do social media management, you could do community building, you could be a ghostwriter, whatever. You could be a thumbnail designer, right? You could do SEO. There's a plethora of options out there. Just pick one and stick to it, right? All the people are millionaires in all those niches, in all, like, you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter which one you pick. Just pick one that you might like or are already good at. Okay? And then yeah, I hope that this video helps you out. Actually start your agency, because I know a lot of you overthink this whole process, right? And sit here for days on end thinking about how the fuck do I start an agency. And let me be the first to tell you, you don't gotta overcomplicate it. Just do it, right? You're gonna learn a lot more about actually getting your fingers dirty, okay? Than just sitting here thinking about what you want to do. So go out there, start an agency, use this little framework, right? It's super simple. Like I don't even have colors here because I wanted this to just be as simple as it can be. And the number one tip is just to be authentic and build that trust, okay? Because at the beginning of the day, or at the end of the day, we're new to this. So we want to embrace the fact that we're new. We want to embrace the fact that we're young. We want to embrace the fact that we're new to business. We want to embrace the fact that we don't know much yet. We want to embrace that and leverage it and use it to our advantage, right? Because people will see themselves in you, right? Like if you talk to a 40-year-old business owner, you say, oh yeah, I'm a 20-year-old entrepreneur. He's like, damn, I remember when I started my business at 20. Okay? So, boom. There you go. this is how you can start your fucking agency today and make a lot of money, because I want to see you all succeed. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on when I upload, so I can help you get to 10K per month. Okay, that's what I want. I want all you guys watching this to get to 10K per month. Comment down below if you have any questions. I answer every single person. Join my Discord. I answer questions in there 24/7. Without further ado, have a good day. Peace out.